Hello everybody, how are you doing? It is Sunday afternoon and I am in the shop. It is 10 minutes till 4 and I thought I was going to be working on some stuff out here, but I think my plans have changed. I started recording a video on this little cart that I made and I stopped because it just wasn't working for me. And I have received so many requests for a video on this cart, and really more so than a video, for measurements. So I think what I'm going to do is take a little bit of time and I'm going to measure out everything, and I'll try to draw something up. I had some rough drawings that I use, and they were just scribbles that I made as I was going along. But I'm going to try to take some more accurate measurements and put together some type of a PDF or something that just says, here's what I built it out of, so that other people who are interested can attempt to build the same thing. And I probably will shoot a quick video around it, just kind of showing it. I'll show it to you real quick. You can see I've already got it loaded up. Looks like all the way down the bottom two shelves are empty. I have a magazine on the one, but I've got all my pen supplies. Last night I started cleaning off my countertop. All of that was on this countertop. Now I've got tons of room. I still have some stuff I've got to clean up back there, but it's way better than it was. And now I can use this for working on my pens, and that can just be for, I don't know, temporary use every now and then. I don't know what I'll use it for. Probably dump more junk on it. That's usually how it goes, right? Clean a spot out and then fill it back up. But with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for a little bit, take some measurements, then we'll see how time goes and see what else I can get into. Don't know what I'm going to do, but I will keep you guys posted, I promise. Hey guys, I'm working on the pressure pot. Things are going pretty good. Let me show you where I'm at so far. I've got half of it piped. This is my inlet from the compressor. This is my valve to obviously shut the inlet air pressure on and off. I put a brand new pressure valve on here so I can keep track of how much internal pressure there is inside of the pot. I'm getting ready to work on the outlet side now, which will contain a pressure relief valve. The only issue I'm having is the pressure relief valve that I found is a 75 PSI valve. This tank is supposed to work at a maximum pressure of 60 PSI. 60 PSI is where I want to be to cast. I really don't want to be any more than that. But I could not find another valve. So my hope is, in an emergency situation, if it gets up to 75, it's going to blow. But I have a very good air regulator that has proven time and time again that it works on my compressor. So I will set the one on my compressor to 60 PSI. It should blow at 60. If something fails, this one would blow at 75. If this one ever blows, I know to open the valve, let the air out, and just, I've got a problem. But I am going to keep an eye out. I probably will get on online. I bought these at a local big box store, and that was just all that they had. I probably will get online with Grainger or one of the big supply houses and see if I can come up with a pressure relief valve that is more in the 60, say maybe 65 pound range. That would probably be better. But I'm going to get back to this. I'm hoping to get it fully piped tonight. I'm not going to pressure test it tonight because I am using Loctite 242 blue as opposed to Teflon tape on the threads, and it takes a full 24 hours to completely dry. So I want to get it piped tonight. I want to let it sit overnight, and then tomorrow I'd like to just practice putting a little pressure into it. I also have to dig out somewhere in my shop. I've got an air filter and a moisture trap for my compressor that I have not been using, because with the compressor I've been blowing up tires and things like that. Using it for nailers. I hadn't really used it for anything where I've been too concerned about it. I probably should have been using it on my nailers, but I need to get that moisture trap slash filter in line before I start using this. I don't want to put any moisture in the pot. So I'll keep you guys posted on what happens. I want to show you what I've got. This is for my compressor hose. I'll plug the hose up to here. I can crack open this valve. I can watch the pressure build inside of the tank until I hit the desired pressure. On the outlet side, I've installed a PRV. If the pressure gets too high inside of the pot, this is going to blow off. You'll notice I have it pointing back. This is the side of the pot that I'll be standing on to fill it. If this thing blows, I don't want it blowing toward my face. I want it blowing away from me, so I angled it toward the back of the pot. I initially wanted this to stand straight up, but the problem is the threading on the outlet side of the pot did not match any of the fittings that I purchased. I'm ready now to do a pressure test on it. However, I used Loctite Blue for all of the threads, and it recommends waiting 24 hours to allow the product to fully cure. So basically, I'm just going to let that pot set, and tomorrow night, hopefully, we'll have some shop time, and if we do, we'll pressure test this pot and see how it works. I'd like to thank you guys for hanging out with me. That's about all I'm going to do for tonight. I think I'm going to go ahead and wind things up, get in the house. I took some measurements on my cart, and what I want to do is, I'm a lousy artist, but I'm going to try to sketch some things up and put together, that document I talked about earlier for people who are interested in building this cart. It'll be my measurements. My hope is, one thing that I will do a quick video, and I'll talk about all of that later. One thing I would do on this, if I did it over, is I think I would make it 18 inches wide instead of 24. 24 is kind of big. You can see it takes a pretty decent footprint. It's going to be a great work area. My shop has the room to move it back and forth and all around the shop, but I really think an 18-inch wide would have done me a little better, and maybe even, well, no, it's about the right depth. That's it for me. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good evening.